RAW versus JPEG. Which one should you shoot in? You've probably seen people online saying something like, oh, real photographers shoot RAW. And honestly, I really think that's one of the most misleading pieces of photography advice on the internet. Okay, so don't get me wrong, I shoot RAW most of the time. But saying everyone should always shoot RAW is like telling everyone they need a pickup truck because it's more powerful than a sedan. Realistically, it depends on what you're trying to do. Today, I'm going to explain the real differences between RAW and JPEG, when I use each one, and hopefully save you from stressing over a decision most photographers completely overcomplicate. Hey, welcome family, I'm Gregory from G Shots Media, where I help photographers become more confident behind the camera by breaking photography concepts down into simple, practical lessons. If that's something that you're into, consider subscribing. Now let's settle the RAW versus JPEG debate. Let's start with RAW. Think of RAW as your camera giving you everything it captured. Every bit of light, every color, every detail. It hasn't really made any creative decisions yet. It's almost like you're getting all the ingredients before going home to cook the dinner. But guess what? You still have to go home and prepare the meal yourself. Because RAW actually contains more information though, the files are much larger. The trade-off is that you get a lot more flexibility when editing. So let's say your image is a little bit too dark. Maybe your highlights are a little blown out, or one of the things I hate the most, your white balance is completely off. Now shooting RAW will give you a much better chance of fixing those issues or mistakes later in post. Now, what about JPEG? Now that works differently. Here's what happens. Instead of the camera giving you the ingredients to cook the meal, camera basically says, let me cook. It sharpens the image, adds contrast, adjusts color, compresses the file, and gives you something that's ready to share almost immediately. The files are much smaller, they're easier to store, easier to send, and they don't require nearly as much editing. So here's where people usually get it wrong. They ask which one is better. That's the wrong question. The better question is, what are you trying to accomplish? Because photography isn't only about using the best settings. It's all about using the right tools for the job. For me, I shoot RAW whenever I'm photographing something I can't recreate. Portrait sessions, weddings, graduations, events. If I'm getting paid to deliver images, I want every bit of flexibility possible. Let's say my exposure is just a little bit off, or my lighting changes unexpectedly. Shooting RAW will give me more room to recover mistakes during editing. It's basically my insurance. Now here's the controversial part. You may think JPEG is just for beginners, but professional photographers shoot RAW all the time. Take sports photographers. They often shoot JPEG because they have hundreds, even thousands of images to deliver quickly. News photographers use JPEG all the time because speed matters. Parents photographing their kids, vacation photos, family gatherings, content for Instagram. Yo, sometimes editing every single photo simply is just not worth the extra time. With JPEG, it lets you shoot, transfer, post, and then move on. Now some cameras let you shoot RAW plus JPEG, and personally I think it depends on your workflow, but the advantage is obvious. You get a JPEG that's ready to share immediately and a RAW file that if you want to edit it later you can. The downside though, twice the storage, twice the files, more time organizing everything. For some photographer, it's definitely worth it. For others, it's totally unnecessary. So here's what I recommend for beginners. If you're just starting photography, I actually recommend learning RAW. Not because JPEG is bad, but because RAW teaches you editing. It will teach you exposure, it will teach you white balance, it will teach you what your camera is actually capturing. You'll learn photography much faster. Then, once you understand those fundamentals, you'll know exactly when JPEG makes more sense. Here's my biggest issue with the internet. People love making photography seem like it's rocket science. They'll tell you, you have to shoot RAW. No, The best thing is you have to understand your camera. Those are completely two different things. I've seen amazing photographs taken in JPEG, and I've seen terrible, trash photographs taken in RAW. Because the file format doesn't create the photograph, the photographer does. So here's my final thought. If there's anything I want you to remember, is this: I'd rather have an incredible JPEG than a poorly composed RAW file. RAW won't fix bad lighting. RAW won't fix bad composition. RAW won't fix bad timing. Photography is still about seeing the moment. RAW just gives you more flexibility after you've already captured it. So stop asking whether RAW or JPEG is better. Instead, ask yourself, what problem are you trying to solve? Because once you can answer that question, you'll know exactly which one to choose. If this video helped clear up the RAW versus JPEG debate, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you shoot, RAW, JPEG, or both, and why. If you learned something new, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more practical photography tips, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.